All right, today we coming to you with another episode of Auto Glass Tech Talk, and we taking it to the Sunshine State. That's right, the Sunshine State, but we going all the way to the bottom, to the 305. We got the homie Y with us, and he just finished up work, and he's willing to take some time with us. So what's good, brother? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man? Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
I
no.
look forward to having you in here.
Yeah, we
All
glad
right,
to
yeah,
have you, man. We love your content. We love how you be posting the things. You're a real true member, a real true contributor is what I would call it, a contributor to the group. And one thing that I just want to dive into from the beginning is your video content creation, right? You post a lot, photos, videos, and it's very engaging. So, like, walk me through your process and what all you do when you record.
okay. But first of all, I like to make sure it's a nicer car, and then the brighter colors, the better. So it kind of, gives you. So when I see we're gonna do a bright car, okay, helper, you might have to drop the tools and record on this one. And
Right,
we kind of go by feel on that. And then now with the meta glasses, since Chris did his demonstration on the quarter glass, we was able to talk to the owner and getting us some. So now we're more. It's the film is getting a little more easier and it's a little better for the editor now. So it's a little less work for him.
there you go.
Nice.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
other than that, though, we just try to get the film, man, and then it's up for criticism. Like when we post it, man, it's for criticism. Like criticize us and let us know how to get better.
right.
Criticize us and put it out there. Like and then show us yours.
Yeah.
Now we showed
Okay.
you all right. Let us see what you got, and then let's keep the community going like that and keep everybody on their toes with the videos.
Nah,
So
that's
you
what's up.
guys are not are you so you guys are not you guys aren't doing any of the editing. You got someone else who does the editing. So you can just film, and then you pass it on?
Right. My helper, he's a younger kid who knows how to edit. That's not our
Okay.
skill set. The older groups, but
Yeah.
the youngsters, they know how to get. Hey, they know how to get at it. So he was like, just keep recording. I got you. So, hey,
Yeah.
we record.
There you go. So you said a big thing to me there on the comment you made, and that's what the group is about. The group is about the community and getting better, right? We always say knowledge is power. If you know better, you do better. But shout
Right.
out for you for being upfront and honest. Like you looking for constructive criticism and you welcome
Right.
that because you want to get better and you want to master your craft. So yeah, I want to
Right. I've
commend you for
learned
that
so.
comment.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
learned so much through the group, you know what I'm saying? So let me throw mine out there, because there's a lot of people who learn, they just don't want to interact or they don't know how to interact or they might not think their interactions will be taken serious. Everybody's welcome, hey, until you dive in, you don't know what you'll get back out. So, hey, man, this what it's here for. I mean, the great thing about the internet. If we have a problem, we try to react with each other and let each other know. Like
Right.
I've seen information about how to do Bearcats. Everybody's not familiar with how to work on Bearcats. And I'll inbox you and let you know how to get them done and get them done.
Yeah.
I don't
Nah,
want to
that.
tell everybody because you don't want hacks getting that information. But if I see top contributor, right, I see them badges on you, yeah, I'll share the information. But I just can't give it
Yeah.
to everybody because
Nah.
no,
It's cool you pointed that out too. I do see that when I'm like around in the group, posting, seeing people comment and stuff. You see a little tag there, the rising contributor, top contributor, and stuff. And
right,
once in a while you catch a new name that's starting to post up a lot.
right,
And I try to, if they're commenting, I'll definitely try to make sure I comment back or give them something too
right.
because they're being active, they're contributing to the group. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Nah, that's the right way you say it, Drift. If you active, like people notice that, they see that and they like, oh, you just not a lurker and just want information. Like every post is, can you help me with this VIN? It's like I'm
Right.
contributing, I'm
Huh.
coming, and all of that. So being active is always a key thing. And going back to the Bear and also going back, I think you just did a Lamborghini Urus recently. Do y'all plan the content or is it just like, hey, whatever come in, what's looking good, we gonna record, or how does that process
Whatever,
work?
whatever comes in, we never know, man. We just whatever comes in. Yeah, you never know
So
what you're gonna do the next day.
nothing's all scripted. There's no scripts. It's just
No,
look,
no,
you'll
Yeah.
no.
see a
It's
car
kind of
come
like when I
in
used to do
and
direct
hey,
TV.
Yeah.
this is the
You
one
never
we're
know if you're
gonna
gonna go
post.
to a crack house or a mansion.
There you go. You never know. And that's just,
Yeah.
Hey,
you never know
when you
what's
do
gonna
that
come in.
direct TV job, you get an address. You don't know if it's gonna be a crackhead or a crack house or a mansion. You just show up to put the direct TV in. It's kind of
Well,
the same way
I'll
you
say
show up
most
in
of
the
the car.
morning, you get a hoop deal, you get a Lamborghini. You just
Yeah.
gotta work with it.
I'll say
Nah.
most of the cars you share and a lot of the stuff that you're posting are really, really clean, really cool cars.
Right.
Yeah. But you're in a big,
Yeah,
you're in a
man, a
nice
lot of
area
times.
being in Southern Florida. You like what you gonna get? You might see a donk, you might see what a Lamborghini, you see
Oh
all types
yeah.
of stuff. Yeah,
And then it's the
And it
older
could be the
cars. You still got to
crackhead
know how to
taking
work on
pictures
older
with
cars.
young
Now, just
people.
speaking about that, because down here, just like this is a 71 Challenger.
yeah,
We had to redo all the door regulators and all that. So, it ain't just the newer stuff. It's some of the older stuff that give you problems too. I mean, you got to be
Yeah.
mind open to working on everything down here. It's just, whew.
yeah,
And then we ain't even getting the panoramic roofs and sun roofs on them 750s and the Teslas. Everybody got a Tesla and the
yeah,
Porsche
Yeah.
panoramics. Oh man.
yeah.
I saw
Woo.
someone in another group. They shared it was a like a picture of an older car, old maybe 40s or something like that, where it had the sliding down quarter glass window. Uh, you
Right.
you got to be versed in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think this one has it. This one right here, this quarter glass rolls up and down.
yeah,
The rolling
Yeah.
stone too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So talking about helpers, all the difference from an old school to a new school, from panoramic roofs and all of that stuff, right? And helpers, training, and all that little bit. So let's jump into the training world, right? And a while back, you had made a comment about trainers, helpers, and that whole process. So I wanted to jump in and ask, and could you elaborate more and why you believe it's crucial that trainers and helpers reach certain milestones and kind of grow as they go within the auto glass industry?
Okay. But my philosophy on that is to help trim down on the wannabe glass owners in 3 weeks, or the wannabe, they see, can they do the basics first? Give you
Okay.
3 to 4 months. Are you gonna show up to work on time?
Right.
Are you when I teach you how to prep this glass, and then you prep the glass, now when I turn around, are you on your phone? Or are you asking me what's next?
Right.
Or how much do you really want to learn? See, that's what I want to get out you them first 90 to the 120 days.
Mhm.
Let me see how much you really want to learn. So if you really good, you might learn to prep in the glass, moving glass on and off the racks without breaking them. The simple stuff,
Mhm.
vacuuming out cars, making sure when that car leaves, you want it this kind of clean.
Mhm.
Then you clean the front glass so good that when we flip it on, all you have to do is clean the outside and there's no streaks.
Right.
Are you that detailed on the work when it comes
Mhm.
to prepping glass? Now,
Right.
at 90 to 100 days, if you still content on that and you still asking all the right questions, well, now maybe you worked your way onto, okay, I'll teach you other things. But
Right.
I don't think in the 120 days, 90 days, 120, depending on the guy, he shouldn't touch a glue gun. He shouldn't touch a rope out kit. Shouldn't
Mhm.
touch a cold knife. Shouldn't touch the inside of a camera. Shouldn't touch none of that.
Mhm.
Like, that shouldn't be nowhere in it, because so if you realize in 90 days, 120 days, you don't like this guy, you don't like the way he is, he's not running off a hat. He's
Right.
running off a helper.
Right.
If you teach them too much, they learn in 3 months. Now they don't learn how to run the glue, cut a glass out, but they don't want
Mhm.
to work on 6 different models.
Right.
He thinks he's bad now because he's making you the money. He's doing the whole job. He's making you the money.
Mhm.
Now he ready to be the boss.
Right.
He ready to go.
Mhm.
Now you just introduced the hack into the world.
Right.
Yeah. Helpers are a hard thing, when you're going day to day. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a line, I think, when you have a helper to come on and you're going to train them from scratch.
Right.
There's definitely certain milestones by certain times. And I have to say, I agree with that part of, you don't want to give them too much at once. You really want to see if it's going to work out that first time. Cause yeah, I mean, if you
Right.
don't like the guy, yeah, like you just said, you just send him off to be your competition if you taught him everything in that first, month when you're on
Mhm.
the road.
Right.
So after all that, what would you say if for your helper at the 120-day mark, you walk in for a day, give me like a day of what you'd expect him to do at that 120 mark.
I'd probably show them how to actually take cameras out of, maybe take the cameras out now. Let me show you how to take the covers off, what you look for in each cover, how to inspect the new glass that's on the stand to show you if you pull it down, do you pull it straight down, do you split it apart, what to look
Mhm.
for on the cover caps that we look for when we take them off.
Mhm.
Show them that. Just actually teach them more. But you can be showing them that in the 120 days, little things, but you don't want them being hands-on nothing. Like, and it's up to you how you feel toward the guy. But that would be the next step. Probably the
Yeah.
inside the cameras and stuff like that. But running the glue is the last.
Yeah.
Because if you can't run the glue, you really can't do nothing. And if your
Mhm.
first job for somebody is going out there running the glue, we all know how that's gonna turn out. So
Yeah.
if you want to run out there and your first time on your own, you're gonna run some glue for the first. Have at it, sir. Enjoy your time,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how you handle teach them last. That should be the last thing, the glue gun for sure. That should be the last.
So what you
Yeah.
want to
So,
do is
okay.
basically you're just trying to set the foundation for him. You
Yeah.
want him to learn as we're going along, ask the questions, see the right things, see how to do things, take that in, get the mental reps. So as you
Right.
build him up and go along, the foundation is built. He's getting the mental reps. So now when he's past 120 days, you feel like he's ready, that he's
Right. And then you
pretty
know what kind of
prepared.
guy you're working with. If he's more worried about the glass prices and what you making, you already know that's your competitor in a couple months.
Right.
I mean, if he's asking them kind of questions, but if he's asking, hey, how long I got to leave this rain center jail on here? How long I got to do this? How long I got to do this? How long? Now, them the questions I need you to ask. I don't need you to ask how much we making on this. What
Right.
does nag mean? What
Right.
is, hold on, bro. You worried about, huh? You worried about the wrong thing. That ain't got nothing to do with you. So
Right.
you got to understand what they looking for out of the job too before you give them the whole everything. Like, let me know you're going to be a glass guy, because that's what we really all want, glass guys. We don't want hacks. We want glass men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what's your mark for sending them on their own completely? Like, here's 3 jobs today. It's your first day on your own. What kind of time frame are you looking at?
Maybe 6 months, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe 6 months. Yeah,
Okay.
because once you learn
This is
everything, the
all
basics,
day, every day type of training.
right. But because like in the first 120 days, you'll also learn how to take cowls off,
Mm-hmm.
pop cowls, windshield wipers, how to learn how to use a windshield wiper puller, all the prep stuff. I would just mainly leave use cold knives or rope outs, leave that to her after the 120 days, leave
Mm-hmm.
everything camera after 120 days. Any of the glue work, any of that, all that comes after 120 days. That's when you really know, like, okay, this guy really wants to be a glass guy.
Right.
My glass guy. Not
Right.
the competition glass guy, but my guy.
Yeah, you
And
want to
you'll
make sure they
know,
bought in.
like,
I got you. Mm-hmm.
yeah, you'll know because you work with each other in 120 days. If you can't learn a man's character in 90 to 120 days, then you got some of your own issues to work out. You
You give
probably
it
ain't
a
never gonna
couple
work.
of weeks, to know
Yeah.
someone's character.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So you understand what I'm saying? Like where are we going with this?
Mm-hmm. All
Yeah,
right.
and I
So let's
ride my
just
new guy.
All right, so let's say
Yeah, I ride.
we got the new guys. I'm gonna use myself as an example. I'm the new guy. I showed that I'm committed. I want to do this. But we all know along the way, some people gonna have some shortcomings. They're gonna struggle a little bit here or there. But you see potential in me. So
Right.
what are some things you put in place to kind of like help my confidence? I'm struggling, but I need still confidence boosters, but also not for you to just give up on me. It's kind of like what I want to say is kind of like a sports analogy. I'm the
Yeah.
quarterback. You put me in the start now. I throw a pick. You can't give up on me and bench me, but what are you putting in place or what do you
No,
have in
no,
place
no.
to make sure that I'm
We'll
still
never.
good?
No, we'll never bench you for making a mistake. That's the whole point of us being pros. We're all gonna make mistakes. I don't make it. Everybody makes that come with the game. I mean, if you ain't
Right,
ready to accept that part of the game, you might
right,
don't even need to come on the field.
right.
Cause it's gonna happen. I mean, it's glass, man. We work with glass. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
shit happens
Quick
Right.
quickly.
breaks.
Yeah,
A crack, it don't, shit happens quickly.
yeah.
So I mean, as
Okay.
long as you're not making the same mistake twice.
Right.
Like, if you're not making the same mistake twice, hey, we'll roll with it, man. But you can't keep making the same mistake. Like, and if we tell you something, like I had a guy one time told him, take the moldings off the Ford. If you're gonna put them back on, put them on first. He wanted to be lazy. I'm just gonna glue them down
Mm-hmm.
with them still attached to the moldings, the clip with still attached to the moldings. I was like, man, do it your own. Cause I was new to the company. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes or nothing. So I'm like,
Right.
man, the boy ran that glue and popped it and broke the whole windshield. The corner of the molding caught the edge of the windshield when he went to push it down, broke the whole windshield.
Right.
Oh
I see
man.
one of the big Honda pilots, and I was like, yep,
Yeah.
but see, that's why you got to go, because you don't listen.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
when
That's
we
not a
tell
job you
you,
like to reach
listen.
either.
Yeah, but if you want to do it your own way, breaking shit, you got to go, man. Go break
Yeah.
somebody's shit on your own time.
Right.
Like, yeah,
Okay.
and
Okay,
go see how
so
much that shit costs on your own.
Right.
we're a little back to the exotic cars, right? Um,
Right.
it's always appealing and it looks good working on the exotic cars. Everyone thinks it's always the best. Is there any specialties or unique challenges or anything that most people don't get to see when you work on something that high end or that expensive?
How long it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
how long it takes because you have to
Okay.
go. You want to use soft tools, plastics the majority of the time because on them cars you use a metal hook tool or something like that. You might leave a little dent or mark where that metal touch. Even if you popping out something as simple as an ABS tag or something, you still want to use something plastic because those are expensive cars, man. You never know what, and their customers are the most pickiest.
Right.
Like you say a Porsche Turbo 911, you better make sure the left side gap and the right side gap is the same.
Mhm.
Just they're not playing about just being a little bit off. I mean, you got customers out here that pay that kind of money on them cars and they expect quality work. So you have to be
Yeah.
extra careful with detail, like extra careful. And that's just the main thing with those is just take your time. Mainly
Yeah.
take your time and use a light. Like a lot of people want to get in there and just get the pulling stuff apart and all that. Use a light. Use a little pride. Try to see behind before you just get the yanking on stuff.
Right.
It's just a slow process, man. And use the best that you know. Like if
Mhm.
you know, Mercedes, they twist or Porsche twist, like Volkswagen twist, so you don't want to go in there, and just pull it down and ruin all the springs. You want to know, okay, it got a twist,
Right.
A lot of people
Yeah.
I've seen just pull it right on down, don't give a damn. They just know where
Yeah.
to pop off like
Later.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you said
Yeah,
take
instead of
your
just taking
time
the time,
and slow down.
pop the cap off and twist it.
Yeah.
It's
I,
just little things like that.
yeah. So next question for you: when it comes to ordering glass, like a week ago, you did like that neon Urus, right? So when
Right.
getting that, the ordering process, is that like Migrant Pilkington PGW got the glass, or are you having to order from Lamborghini, or what's the ordering process like for a windshield like that?
Well, see, I don't now that I'm down here in South Florida, I'm not in the office aspect of it, so I
Uh-huh.
really don't know where they get the glass from or how they do the order, and I just show up in the morning and put them in. Like I don't
Yeah,
involve
yeah. So
myself.
you
That's
just
the good thing about it.
technician part. Okay.
Yeah,
Do
that's
you
the
ever
good thing
hear
about
from
not owning a
anyone,
business no
like,
more.
it took to get it? Like, "Oh, man, that took three
No, it
3
was here
weeks to
like a
get
day or
the
two.
glass."
Oh, okay.
No, it was here like a day or two. Yeah, it didn't take that long.
All right.
No, most of our parks here in South Florida for vehicles like that, they don't take that long because we have so many different dealerships. Like it's probably
Right.
6 Lamborghini dealerships down here.
Right. Right.
So
Wow. I
yeah,
guess that's another story, yeah, being somewhere, like, not in a, I guess, area like that where it's so not just the
right,
congested part, but the luxury atmosphere is over there,
right.
so maybe the
Mhm.
dealerships would keep stuff like that in stock just for that,
And yeah, they
That's
do.
like
That
LA a
more
little
likely
bit.
they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad. Like when we were living in Arkansas, when I had to shop in Arkansas, yeah, it was way like it almost be impossible to
Yeah,
find
that's
that
what I
glass.
was thinking.
Yeah.
Ordering
Yeah.
stuff in
Right.
Arkansas, and they're like, "We're sending this Lamborghini to Arkansas? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
We'll take
Yeah.
a week or 2."
Yeah.
They're
Good
like,
luck
Yeah.
on
"Yeah,
getting
not
that.
here." Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
not
that's
here.
what made me come down here though. I was just tired of doing Fords and Chevys and all the regular vehicles. I'm like, man, I want to work on something else. Like, I'm sick of this. Let me go to South Florida and have some fun at least. Let's
You
go work on
changed it
some
up
life.
entirely.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
went from trucks to, full exotic.
Yeah, heavy machinery, all that. Yeah, to
Not
full exotics. I'm like, man, this is nice though. This is what I wanted though. It's fun.
nothing's dirty,
It's
I
fun.
imagine, right? It's all clean cars. You don't gotta get your
Oh
hands
yeah,
dirty anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
they get my
so
hands by my hands.
so going back,
I
you
just
just mentioned coming from Arkansas to the Miami area. So are there any tools or like difference in your things? I know the humidity and all that's different, but are there any tools that like, hey, this is an Arkansas tool versus this is a Miami tool? Is there any differences
no,
like
not
that
really. I
stand out?
showed up. They had almost everything I had. We
Hmm.
both were working with the bats at the same time. I brought an ambush. They had an ambush. So mainly all the same tools we used, but we upgraded with the bison since I've been here, and I haven't let that go. I like that. That bison with the big because the cup don't slide on you. It holds.
Yep.
And yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. I had I had the power pump on mine and it died on me a few days ago. I just been too lazy to charge it and I'll just pump it up with the power pump and that thing still holds
Yeah.
like nothing. It
Yeah.
won't move at all.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. I just rip them on out like that now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
But
So
I
talking.
still don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
I still cold knife an extractor like a Dodge Charger or something like that, or one of the police cars. Oh yeah, I still pull out the cold knives and yank it out real quick.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
I
still
don't
use
care
my
about them
cold knife.
fast cars anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll get them out the
Yeah.
way real quick.
All right. So talking about I know you do replacements and all that. So the core services for the business y'all doing there, do y'all do any other glass services or is it just
Yeah,
replacements, calibrations, or what all y'all do?
We tent and we wrap cars.
Okay.
So we have a tent bay and a wrap bay. We have our own printer. So we do in-house printing. We do so we do decals, we do full wraps on we do it all. So anything that pretty much does with glass, perforated tint on it or whatever, we can handle it. So we went to doing the tent to doing the wrap because it kind of fell in the same field.
Right.
And then we were doing the police cars, so we got the contract to do all the emblems, like the police emblems and stuff. So now we print police emblems on holographic. So, it just led into more business, and that's where we at right now with it. But it kind of goes hand in hand with it.
Okay.
So are you yourself, have you gotten your hands into the tinting or the wrapping or anything like that too? Have you gotten hands-on with that?
No.
You don't want to learn none of that?
I do sometimes, but it's like when they're actually working on it, I'm working on what I got to work on. And it's not, I don't have the time to get over there and help them like what it would take to actually learn. And then I'd be tired, man. I was like, man.
Obviously, you're picking up on some stuff just because it's right there. You're still seeing stuff. So.
Oh yeah, like I see how they measure it and how they start out and how they peel it. I've seen that, but I just haven't gotten hands on with it. But yeah, I picked up some stuff. Like he shows me how he measures it, what he goes by with sight lines. Sometimes he'll make it level with the body, and sometimes he makes it level with the floor. It depends on the body lines of the car. So it's just been little things like that I've been picking up on, but I haven't got hands on with or anything like that.
Yeah, but it's good y'all offer a bunch of services that complement each other, from tint to the wraps to the auto glass and the calibrations, because they all complement and they all generate revenue, but they actually don't take away from anything else. You know what I mean? So that's actually pretty cool to offer a bunch of services and try to be the one-stop shop for people, because especially in like cities like South Florida, like everybody want all this stuff done, and if you could be the one shop to do it, then that keep everybody dialed in and locked in with you.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. We try to get everything done in-house. And that's why the police department left the other people and came with us, because we're everything in-house. We design it, we print it, and we apply it. So when you do all three in one house, in one build, they love that, considering somebody want to have to build this person for this and build that person for that, or build this person for this part. They can do all three right here and cut out everybody. So that's the goal. That is the goal.
All right. Cool. Well, I got a question for both of y'all real quick. We talking about installs and stuff. So for you, why, like, it's almost end of March, like, what are some of the replacements you've done? And also with that, is there any tip you could give people, something that you might have learned new this month, or a tip or something that came up that you was like, oh, I remember that during the month of March?
I don't know if I can tell you a mishap I had. I made a rookie mistake that you'll probably find hilarious. Out there sweating in this Florida heat, got salt all in my ass, doing just a Wrangler glass, the simplest CJ glass you can think of. I stuck that motherfucker with the button out.
Yeah.
With the button out. Hey, if you're not paying attention and you're just going,
and what made it worse, the sticker was on the wrong side. Like usually the sticker's on the outside, the sticker was on the inside. Yeah, so I was just going off the sticker. That sun beating me. I ain't even thinking. I put it in, and when you run your hand across, my hand hit the button. I said, "What?"
Did you get a picture of it?
No, I was not. I don't need that haunting me going through the scroll.
You can use it for your own advertising right there. Don't want a company to install like this?
That was a sack, fumble, everything. That was good thing the glass didn't break.
Yeah.
Glass didn't break. I pulled it out, cleaned it up. We made it all right. But God,
yeah. There you go.
The glass game. That's all you can say is like, it's the glass game. It's fucking
yeah.
But that's the thing about it. You got to embrace your mistakes, just like you embrace your wins. Like when people are like, oh man, I can't believe you win. Well, man, you don't see some of the other shit behind the scenes. Like, golly.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
It's like Drift said,
weekly wins.
Yeah, like Drift said, every week it's the small wins, whether it's a small win or a big win. What did you win or whatever? Wins and losses, because like you said, why it's not a mistake if you learn from it. So that's really real true. So question to you, Drift, what have you learned this month, or what are some of the small wins that you've seen during the month?
Okay, so my small win was something I was able to pass information on to someone else. And it actually came from you, Corey.
Ah,
I was listening to James and your podcast with
right.
the content creation one,
Yeah.
and you gave me up on something. The YouTube videos, when
Mm-hmm.
you post them, it's owned by Google.
All right.
So it's in turn helping your Google business if you're using the same email to post everything back and forth, your
Right.
YouTube videos that you can post will help the business grow as well because it's just going to get it more recognizable.
Yeah.
Pass it on to my dad and, just telling him about it. But that was something I learned. I didn't know that out of all this, time I've been making videos too. That was something cool.
Yeah, now when you
Yeah, that's
upload,
good.
like Google got the images, the videos, and all that in their own YouTube, so it does really truly help you on that front with marketing and just getting found and being relevant. So that's cool that that worked out for you. Appreciate y'all sharing that with us. And while we'll be mindful of your time, I know you got work back there. What you working on behind you before we let you get
Oh,
out of
that's
here?
like that 71 Challenger right there. We just redoing the door regulators.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
All new
Yeah.
parts in the door.
We're trying to find them. We're trying
I
to
was gonna
find them
say
right now.
they're probably hard to get nowadays.
That's the hardest part,
At
finding
least
the
at
right
least the
ones.
quality part.
Right. Yeah.
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 But gotta do what we gotta do for right now.
There you go. Well, we appreciate you for taking time out your busy day to join us to give us some insight on how y'all create content, the 120-day rule with the trainers and helpers. And for anyone who's watching this, drop a comment below on your thoughts. It's all constructive criticism here, and we all take it the right way. And share, help, contribute, be active in the group, and drop a comment below. And we appreciate both of y'all for y'all's time. So keep crushing it in the month strong, and let's kill it in April.
All right,
Right
appreciate it,
on.
fella.
Thank you.
All right, no problem.
All
Y'all
right.
take care.